everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to today's video. Today we're taking a look at monthly planning and my version of the best, most organized way to plan out your month. If you know you have a lot of things and you haven't began to start to plan out your month. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, if you are not already a subscriber, I think you should be, because I just really do. And if you are, well, welcome back. I'm so glad you are here joining me today. So let's get started. Okay, so today's plan with me, I'm super excited about, because a lot of times when I do plan with me's, they are all decoration portion, and while I believe that is half the fun of making your month exciting and making you want to come back and look at it more, I also think there's some function involved. So what I'm going to do is show you my technique. I've done videos on how to do this before, but I think showing you as I do it is probably going to be helpful to show you how I plan out my month when I know I have certain events and things going on. So the first thing that I do is, if I know that there's a day that there's something I need to remember. Obviously, holidays are already pre-listed in your monthly section, but sometimes you might have something that falls on a holiday that is something extra special that you need to remember. For example, President's Day is on the 17th, so that means no school for the kiddos on that day. If you happen to fall in that category where that applies to you, then you know you're going to have something special on that day. It also means if you don't have kiddos in school, probably President's Day is not something that really needs a whole lot of attention as far as dates on your calendar is concerned. Of course, you also have Valentine's Day, and then this year's extra special with leap year. Obviously, leap year always falls on an even year, so you can kind of keep track of it that way if it affects you in any capacity. If you're a leap year baby, it might be something you want to take into account. I also think it's helpful to take into account when you're like doing bill pays or anything like that, because you know, it's not natural to like pre-think that you're gonna have an extra day in that month. So to kind of get prepped and decide, you know, hey, I need to take care of this. What I am marking down right now is just things that I know I might have on a day, and I'm just taking sticky notes. These came out of the Live Creatively accessory book, but I'm just taking them out. Obviously, these are sticky notes. There's really not a whole lot of room to write on them, so they're the best pre-plan sticky note you can use, I believe, in my opinion, because they're kind of pointless otherwise. They're cute. I mean, that's kind of fun, and it's a place saver, I feel like, more than anything, unless you're going to lay them down as a sticker. So I'm going to use them and kind of keep track of things as far as that is concerned. Dates that I have, things that I need to remember. Again, obviously, these are just generalized bits and pieces of my schedule. So, all right, we know that these are dates that I have things going on that I need to remember. Now, obviously, your weeks are going to fill up more than maybe random appointments that you might have that you might want to remember. So it's important to keep track of little things like this. It's extra helpful when you kind of have, like I said, it laid out in an agenda to know what's going on between your schedule. So now as we get to the portion where we're making it fun and exciting, we can kind of take into consideration what is already being planned for the month. Now, this is also a really good way I like to do for far out planning for months. So like if you have sticky notes at the beginning of your planner, my son decided to get a little frisky and write stuff everywhere. But if you have sticky notes at the beginning of your planner, you can rip one out and make a note. Maybe you have something going on March, April, June, whatever. Make a note in your monthly planner, and then if those plans change, you can easily remove it and redo it. But because it is a very happy month of cheerful splendor and love. I wanted to do some florals, some hearts, and kind of keep it lighthearted and colorful, similar to the purple that's already in there. So with my monthly plan with me's, I tend to fill a lot of the boxes on the corners and the sides of my planner, especially in the dates and the margins if there is no, if it's for the month prior. And I tend to keep it simple and functional at the same time, decorative and enjoyable. Boop, 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 boop. I'm all about the symmetry, people. That's kind of really important to me. Not like, I'm not like OCD about it though, I will say that, but I do like the symmetry. I like things to feel like they match, they're evened out, they're blended. They have a place, they have a home. So the first is a Saturday. While we do sometimes have weekend events come up, I don't have anything for that date yet, and it's not super common. Like weekends are not normally as full, slide that over a little bit, as a lot of my weekdays are. So I tend to not worry about filling them up as much as the previous months. And then what I like to do is where you have the 4 days here, I like to put a sticker kind of on, make sure this doesn't interfere, kind of on the corner to kind of go on all 4 days, but all 4, I have like a really weird like accent or something today, but still leaving you room to A, see your dates, and B, be able to write inside that space. I think it's a really easy way to color up your planner, keep it functional and fun, and just make it look cute, man. Like, we decorate our house. Why wouldn't we decorate our schedule? I don't get that. People are like, oh, you just are laying stickers down. Chickies. Or non-chickies. They just don't know us, do they? They're not one of us yet. Just wait. Just wait till they do it. And then it's over. Then it is over. Obviously, these little sticky notes are more just like placeholders. They are not actually being used for design purposes. So as you're looking at this and you're like, man, those are some interesting color choices she's combining together, it's not for that purpose. And really just even adding the simple florals like we did already colored it up so much that it's like so super cute. There's not going to be a whole lot that's needed. All right, down here we got some really gold foily stars. I love them, and I love the cleared I love the clear sticky ones because then you can see through them, and it really just makes it easy to have fun with them because you still can write. If you need to, you can write over them. They're not as easy to write over. The sticker doesn't stick as much, but you can see through them. So if you put them over dates or anything like that, it's easy to have them still show up. I love, 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 love the gold foiling. Love. Love, 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 love. Oop, oop. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I have an event that I'm potentially going to in February, and it's either on the 13th or the 14th. There's 2 different events. I will probably be going to one of them, but I haven't decided which one. It's the same event twice, basically, but I haven't decided which one. So that's why I'm kind of placeholding both, and I'm going to make a note that it's the same event twice, so that way we know that one of them is going to be coming up. So in this situation, what I'm actually going to do in the long run is I'm going to take this other sticky note and I am going to put this here. Same idea, same concept, but I'm going to make a note on this, the book signing. You probably can't read that because I wrote that like really tiny, but so I feel like that's a little more room to write in the heart, but so I can know what I'm talking about here. I'm not going to actually write it down in there yet, and I'm going to leave these particular sticky notes in because it's not confirmed. I don't want to, like put it down and then it not stick, and then then I've just ruined my planner. No, I'm not really that concerned about it. Also, another thing that, not that any of you specifically are concerned about this, and I don't know that it is a real issue, but I've heard recently rumors, this is like rumored through the grapevine, that people get really upset about like sticker placement being wrong, or like if they do write something down that they're not supposed to, that's really disturbing to people. And I just want to encourage you that it is not a concern of people, that you really, like, I know it's your planner and you want it to look nice, but like really, at the end of the day, it is about function. And sometimes you make notes that are not always going to stick, and that's okay. You can try not to, like I am, but that doesn't mean, don't be like the end of the world if you do. Putting little hearts for Valentine's Day love. All right, now I just need a coffee cup. I don't know if I want that color. I lied. I changed my mind. I think I want pink. Pink because it's so darn cute. Okay, now I'm going to get back to using, and that's another pro tip about just doing plans with me in general. I try not to overwhelm myself. I kind of pre-pick a couple sticker books that I might want to use, and I do check to make sure they're kind of somewhat coordinated. But I also just generally don't really put too much effort into worrying about like having 50,000 sticker books, because that will overwhelm you faster than anything else. And it also, in my opinion, makes for some of the worst plan with me's, because from a design perspective, because you get so much going on, it doesn't make sense. And not that again, it's not the end all be all. I don't think I like that. But it is helpful if you have some kind of a agenda to go on without, so you can make sure you're kind of sticking to some kind of a plan, wanting it to look nice and be fitting. All right. Next things next. What I'm going to do is take these nice little pretty florals that are sticking down here, and I'm just going to kind of layer them randomly. There's specific spots in which I think these were designed to go. I just choose my own destiny and I don't pay attention to them. But they are super fun when you have like a little bit of them on there. And just add a little bit of pop of color at the bottom. Keep it super fun and super simple. This is kind of already a busier pattern on the planner anyways, because it has the purple going on. So now what I'm going to do is head to now you cannot see my sticker book, but I am using, I use the Live Creatively, and I'm using the pastels. I Heart Stickers pastels. And I am going down to this little banner. Oops. And I'm going to layer the dates that I know I have stuff. What did I, oh, I know, never mind. I'm leaving that one as a tag too. That is not changing. And I'm going to go ahead and layer that down. And then if you know something, and the reason why I do it like this instead of just writing it in, if it's something far out, I like to make sure it's tagged to remember it. But also, I feel like it just makes it more like front runner, front and center, because some of the stuff I do is not going to be as important, not important, that's not the right word, but, memorable, I suppose would be the right word. Oops. And I like to try to match as best as I can colors that are poppy enough to where it's like noticeable, I guess, but like not super. And then this is my tentative I'm just going to make a note. I'm leaving that one there because it's a tentative one. Move this. All right, so as we start to shape up the monthly plan with me with the plans that I know are sticking, I am going to, I've kind of tagged them and left them where they are. So now we only have one real tag, and I think I'm going to switch it actually to this little heart. I'm changing my mind on this one. I'm going to put this little heart down in the corner. And that date was wrong anyway, so and then that way we have a nice little blend of dorbs as far as that's concerned, and little notation. So now as we go from here, where you're like, oh, what is next? What is the plan for the rest of the month? Because things are always coming up, and you get busy and life happens, and you want to do the best you can to make sure things are going smoothly. How do you continue to plan and pre-plan the rest of the month? Well, I pretty much just kind of do the same thing. If I have an event that comes up and I'm not sure if it's going to stick or not, then I will just put a little sticky note down and kind of keep tabs on it. And then as I start to plan further into the month, I will give it a go ahead or like a no, that's not going to work. The biggest thing on it is your monthly should be used as a, of course, you do whatever works, but your monthly should be used as kind of a comprehensive overview, not a specific scheduling out. So it's just to give you a guideline of what your month looks like, so that as you start planning your weeks, you have a really hard and fast rule of how to make the most of your day. So I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that it was a little bit better of a way to see how I decorate around my schedule instead of decorating and then trying to fit my schedule in. You should always focus on the priority of what's important. And if you are a busy schedule person, then it's really important to make sure you get the things that you need down and then kind of fit in the beauty around it. I also really love doing simple stickers just like this and kind of making notes, because you still can see everything. You have room on every day to write. There's no limitation as far as this month is concerned. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. I cannot wait to see you on the next one. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we have some more Friday Night Lives and exciting stuff coming up soon. So thank you so much for joining me. And for those of you who are going to go wild, if you are made it this far in this video, please let me know in the comments. I cannot wait to see you there. All right, everyone, have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye.